Hello everyone and welcome back. Smith Wesson SW40VE in 40 Smith Wesson. So we've got our Defender ammunition, 165 grain, full metal jacket that has more of a pyramid shape to it, and then it comes to the flat nose. North Georgia Firearms, 100 rounds of that has the more rounded projectile to it. Then we'll switch over to our Sig Sauer V-Crown, 165 grain, jacketed hollow point, which is our defense ammo. If everything runs well, we'll get this cleaned up. It'll get loaded up and get placed somewhere. So let's see how it shoots. Yep, that's the same trigger as the SD9. That's throwing that brass like straight back. Going like right over my head. Okay, this is the North Georgia Firearms 180 grain full metal jacket. Let's see if this goes straight over my head like the Defender ammunition did. Nope, that's going to land on me. Alright, here's the last of our 200 rounds. We got 14 plus 1 in here, 14 in here of the North Georgia Firearms. Then we'll switch over to the Sig Sauer V-Crown. Okay, we've got Sig Sauer 14 plus 1. See how that does. So there was our range day with the Smith Wesson SW40VE in 40 Smith Wesson. Everything ran fine. The 200 rounds, 100 each of the Defender and the North Georgia Firearms ran perfectly. The Sig Sauer ran perfectly. The Defender ammunition, first time I've ever seen that. I mean, that stuff was going straight back and over my head. Never seen that before. The North Georgia Firearms is loaded quite a bit lighter than the Defender or the Sig Sauer, but we didn't have any problems with it. It ran fine. I'll get this one cleaned up, put it into service, probably staged around the house someplace, because that trigger is just as nasty as the SD9VE. So if you were going to carry this, you better get used to that trigger, because that trigger is unlike anything else I've got at all. I mean, It's not a nice double action pull like my revolvers are. It's not, you know, a striker pull like my other striker fired guns. It's not a double action pull like the SIGs. It's not a single action pull, that's for damn sure. So if you're going to carry this, get used to that trigger. Now, I don't know if there's a trigger kit for it that you can do it, make it more like another regular striker fire and get rid of this, whatever they want to call that, whether it's, you know, double action Kellerman. I don't know if that's what this is or if it's just designed to have that long trigger pull. But if you're going to carry this, get used to that trigger pull. If you're going to carry this and something else that doesn't have that kind of trigger pull on it, I'd say if you could get a different trigger kit or a different trigger, or you could do something with this, because there's just too much difference between this and any other gun I've got. So I hope you like the range day with this. Hope you like my thoughts on that terrible trigger. Like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, stay armed, stay vigilant, stay safe.